Hey there, welcome back to Old School Lighting, my little show where I get a little nostalgic and sometimes a little teary-eyed about all of the fun little cool lighting knickknacks that we used to use growing up in the film and TV business. So if you watched the last episode, I was talking about a par can, which is a little tungsten lamp. What I have here with me today, probably most of you have seen, and at some point you've probably used it. This is a little ARRI. It's a German manufacturer. It's a little ARRI 150 Fresnel. Pretty cool, huh? So the par can was 75 watts. This one is the smallest of the bunch. It's 150 watts. And of course they made much bigger ones too. The full range went from 150, which is this one, and then you had a 300, I think you had a 500, you definitely had a 650, then you had a 1K, which is 1,000 watts, 2K, 5K, 10K, no, not a 10K. ARRI had a 12K, and then you had a 20K tungsten too. Man, those were huge. But this little guy is the smallest version of that. It's called a Fresnel, and the reason why it's called a Fresnel is because inside is a focusing mechanism where the lamp actually goes back and forth. And it goes back and forth in contrast to this really cool circular ribbed lens in the front. And what that does is it creates a beautiful beam of light, which is very easily controllable by these barn doors. You would take these little barn doors right here, and you can put them up, down, spin around, left, right, whatever you want to do, and create really narrow kind of shafts of light, or you could keep like maybe the left side shaded off and the right side lit up, or any variation if you were trying to put light on a certain part of the wall or keep it off, etc. And these little fixtures were also great for portrait lighting as well, traditional style portrait lighting. It kind of gave a hard yet soft light on a person's face, which was really attractive. And it was a big deal decades ago, but you can still use it today, certainly. I had a couple of these. I actually bought these from a friend, and I actually used these as backlights in a small stage that I set up a long time ago. And they worked really, really well. They were great. They do get pretty hot though, and anyone who knows about tungsten lights, you definitely know they get hot. And again, if you saw my last one on the PAR 20 can light, it was controlled by a dimmer. So I'm using the same exact dimmer, which is this guy right here. Again, same concept. You just flip it up, and there you go. Now it's just at full power, and you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but this one's definitely brighter than the PAR can. Again, woo. You see that? It's 150 watts versus the other one, which was 75. Anyway, with the Fresnel lens and everything though too, there are some dynamics that maybe might make it brighter or less bright, etc. But you know, we can always have fun with a little dimmer. Look at that. Oh, it's going down, it's going down. Oh, and you know what else too? A really interesting thing too, you know, the tungsten lamps inside these fixtures, they're powered by a filament, right? So the electrical current goes through the filament in the tungsten lamp. And you don't really get it so much on the smaller ones like this, but on the larger lights, you definitely had to be careful, because if you hooked it up to bigger dimmers, which is basically the same idea, just bigger, the more you would dim it, the color would actually shift a little bit. It would get a little bit warmer, okay? It would go from like 3,200 to like maybe 3,000 or sometimes even below. And then there will also be like a hum, like a if you really brought it super low, because now the current is really struggling to get through that filament when you're dimming it at a lower level. So that was always a consideration too on film sets and TV sets. If you had to dim the lights way low, you had to talk to the sound man and say, hey, we're going to be dimming these things because they're going to be buzzing all over the place. So, you know, lighting guys and the sound guys were always getting mad at each other, and then the DP was always getting mad at the lighting and the sound guys, right? So there was no winning. Anyway, fun stuff. But I'll turn it off right now because it's going to get pretty hot. And I think that pretty much does it for this one, guys. The ARRI 150 Fresnel. A great little workhorse of a light, let me tell you. I used these very successfully in many applications. And I guess a lot of people might still be using them. You're going to see a lot of these out there because tons of people had these little lighting kits that had like variations and all kinds of stuff. But good little light, man. Great little fixtures, and other brands made these too. I mean, oh my gosh, you had DeSisti and Mole Richardson, you had LTM with the peppers, and I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many others that I can't even think of right now. But the ones that I had on my hands right now were a couple of these little ARRI 150s. So nice little guys, man. Miss it. All right, guys. Well, listen, anyway, thanks a lot for watching this episode. I hope you're enjoying these because I'm actually having a lot of fun making them. This is actually kind of cool. And of course, if you need to buy anything, here we go, guys. thelafirm.com. Don't forget, write it down, bookmark it, tell a friend, okay? If you need any kind of studio lighting, even cameras, sound equipment, and all kinds of peripherals, and I'm getting into a lot of architectural and landscape stuff these days too, so you may want to check that out. Go to thelafirm.com. Check it out, send me an email, tell me what you're looking for. I'll help you out. So looking forward to those emails, and I'm looking forward to those comments below in the video. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.